So let's talk about the best
Uh,
Spider-Man yet.
oh Lord. Okay, moving on into
the MCU Spider-Man.
our newest version of Spider-Man, Tom Holland.
Tommy
Woo!
boy.
Tommy boy. MCU. Or as I like to call him, Iron Man Jr.
Oh yeah. I didn't see that at first, but after looking back, he is definitely like they tried to make him the replacement for Iron Man.
Yeah. I guess they knew Iron Man was gonna kick the bucket.
Yeah. Well, they had to. He was going to anyways because
Yeah.
they wanted to replace him.
Yeah, I could see that.
Not replace him, but like take the spotlight away from him and give it to someone else.
Yeah. I mean, he's probably done. It's been like 10 years. He's probably ready to
Yeah.
leave anyways. But, yeah. So, I mean, let's start. You first see MCU Spidey in Civil War.
Yeah. I liked him in Civil War.
I really liked it. I liked him in Civil War. He did the corny jokes.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't see the origin story. You just kind of see, which is fine, I guess.
I understand why they did it.
I mean, literally, it came out 2015. I believe 2016. Civil War came out 2016. So you were fresh off of Amazing Spider-Man 2 in 2014.
And nobody would be like,
hey,
why is there another origin story?
Yeah.
I feel like they could have changed it up. Like,
I feel like they did because, I mean, he doesn't even react to Uncle Ben's death. The whole movie, he's been in 5 movies and I think they mentioned it once.
When did they mention it?
It's literally like, it's been hard since Uncle Ben. He says it to Aunt May one time. It's been hard since Uncle Ben. And you're like, Uncle Ben what? They don't talk about it again.
He's like, who?
Yeah, they don't talk about it again. And you're like, oh. And then in Far From Home, there's a suitcase that says Ben Parker on it. His initials. And he gets blown up in a building and he doesn't even react.
Oh no.
And they get back. He gets back to America, New York, and talking to May, and they don't care. They don't care. The last thing they have of Uncle Ben, and it's
just up its
nothing. Nothing. And let's talk about the Aunt May. Aunt May. The first Aunt May is a very comic.
I feel like it's the most comic accurate Aunt May.
Mm-hmm.
But the second Aunt May was still good, but she didn't have like the guardian role.
They wanted to make a movie about her too. Sony did. Just Aunt May in a movie.
You're talking about Amazing Spider-Man Aunt May?
Yeah. They were making t-shirts for the movie. Yeah.
What kind of movie?
Look it up. I saw it one time and I was like, what are you talking about?
Why would they have...
I don't know. I don't know if it'd be from like her point of view or... It sounded like it was destined to fail anyways, but they were talking about it. Just imagine that. Aunt May, the movie. Coming to a theater near you. I mean, yeah. And then you get to the Aunt May of the MCU, this...
very young, pretty woman.
I mean, you're like, how is she an aunt? She's not my Aunt May. She's hot neighbor down the street.
Well, he's supposed to be really young. I can understand how because what do you think her age is? What?
40.
40? That makes sense.
Very young 40.
Like, since in the comics, is it Aunt May the sister of his grandmother? Or is it the sister?
His grandmother? No, Aunt May is the sister of Richard Parker.
Then how is she so old?
Older sister? Yeah, it's older sister.
Must be older by a lot. I can see how the Aunt May in MCU is so young. I get why it's so young. It makes more sense that an aunt would be that young. But
in the comics.
It's not.
What you're used to. I thought that was going to be like...
Because there was a bunch of memes like, oh, Aunt May, hot.
Yeah. I mean, MCU's Spidey is different in a lot of ways.
He never felt like his own character.
Yeah, no, he's always overshadowed by... Well, in Civil War, all of the Avengers...
He's always been like a
sidekick,
supporting character.
I mean, even in Homecoming, it's literally almost feels like an Iron Man movie. Because Iron Man's always there to like teach him and... tell him and fix his mistakes, and you never feel like Spider-Man has to get on his own 2 legs and actually do something.
Yeah.
You know, and there's never...
Even when he's holding that ship together.
Yeah, Iron Man comes...
It gets overshadowed by Iron Man. He's like, what are you doing, man?
Yeah.
I have to come help you?
Yeah, there's never any peril I
And
never
then
feel any parallel.
yeah, and the second one, it's Mysterio.
And Nick Fury's there too.
Nick Fury. It's overshadowed because it's
Yeah.
Nick Fury and Mysterio.
Yeah, and they're always there to mentor him. I mean, one turns out to be evil, but still, you're like, man, let him stand on his own. He never has any problems at all in these movies.
Yeah, there's no real situation.
The biggest problem is that MJ doesn't love me. Man, this sucks. She's falling for the Asian jock. I mean, you're like, dude.
Okay.
Dude. And then what bugs me about that is, in the first movie, all he does is want to be an Avenger. And then Homecoming, he's like, oh man, I want to be something more. And then Infinity was like, man, I want to be an Avenger. And he finally becomes an Avenger. Endgame, he does this thing. Then you get to Far From Home, and he's like, I don't want to be an Avenger. I want to be a friendly neighbor. I just want to be a kid. I just want to be a student.
I don't want to have all this responsibility.
But there's no responsibility.
Yeah, there is barely any responsibility.
There's nothing to worry. He doesn't have to worry about money.
It sucks because Disney won't take any gritty action with it.
They won't take any risks.
How? It feels like. But in every single Spider-Man comic book, there's always a gritty action to like conflict with his personality. Like, yeah. I feel like his quips are like a wall.
Yeah.
Like a funny wall, you know,
yeah, keeps him going,
keeps him off of the reality,
the bad path.
Yeah,
choosing anger.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can agree with that
because he can kill people. Spider-Man can just straight up.
Yeah, there's one time where he punched a guy so hard in the comics that he dies.
Yeah,
and he has to live with it. He's like, oh man.
Have you seen the Superior Spider-Man where it's Doc Ock switches bodies with Spider-Man?
You told me about it.
Yeah. He switches bodies with Spider-Man, so he has the strength and all that of Spider-Man, and he's murking people. He is killing people left and right because he adds claws to the end of him. Of the thing. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, and he just claws people.
Get some Black Panther action to this.
Well, yeah, Spider-Man is basically a better Black Panther. Not better as a character, but better. Like he has more physical powers. And all that.
Yeah, except his the other guy's suit's vibranium.
Vibranium.
Or unobtainium. What it's called. Come on. Let's talk about that. They couldn't have come up with a better word than unobtainium.
What are you talking about?
Unobtainium. It's unattainable.
Is that what they call it?
Unobtainium.
Who calls it that?
The movie.
They call it, it's vibranium.
No.
What?
It's unobtainium.
Is that like the...
That's what they call it.
On the periodic table, it's called unobtainium?
Yep.
That must be from the comics. No way someone came up with that. That has to be like a it's so stupid. It's like, whoa, unobtainium.
Yeah. They're unable to obtain it. Dude, unobtainium.
That's like the do you know the periodic table where it's like the Einsteinium or whatever?
No. I'm not a science guy. I don't do science. I don't do math.
Bro, you can't cut scissors. You can't use scissors to
cut. Okay, for the listeners, I'm left-handed. And
wrong-handed,
left-handed, left-handed, and it makes it very difficult to cut with regular scissors.
But you've gotten left-handed scissors before,
and that helped. That really helped, actually.
No, I still saw you cut. You were crap.
Nah.
Yeah.
Nah. Yeah. They weren't real left-handed scissors.
They were. What do you mean left-handed scissors?
It's where the hole comes the other way.
I got scissors right. No.
Right-handed scissors.
Okay.
Yeah.
How is that any different? I just switched hands.
No.
What? There's no groove or anything in these scissors.
They're different. Okay, we're getting off on a tangent.